Wouldn't it be nice to come out as an artist and show up like a hit act on your first run, especially doing it with no label backing? I mean, really think about that. But the question is, why is it so hard to do? The key to that is that artists that do, they know how to speak to the right audience, they know how to leverage the right products, and they know how to convert the right people to the right product. Now, once you align your music with human desires and build the right product offer and speak directly to the 1% who actually buy, you end up flipping the game in your favor. And this is called intentional monetization. This is how smart artists play the game. They don't wait for success, they engineer the success. You see what I'm saying? Now, when I figured out how to target these desires that I'm talking about and stick to 4 core offers and only deliver to an audience that was already primed to buy, I was in the game. And I want to get you in the game. Because at first I thought this was just a theory until I realized that every other industry was already doing the same thing on purpose. So now let me show you how to do the exact same thing that those industries are doing right here in the music industry. Number one is we got to target a desire, because you know how most artists try to reach everybody with everything and then they end up resonating with no one. Well, the truth is people don't buy music. They buy how it makes them feel. And if you're not tapping into a core desire, your music might get heard, but it won't get paid for. Now, once you tap into their desires, your music stops being background noise and it actually starts becoming a solution to what they need. Whether you have 500 followers, or you got 5,000 followers, you'll start attracting people who don't just watch. You'll actually attract people who buy. So here's what you need to do. I want you to pick a combination of 3 of the 7 core desires your next project will tap into. And that's survival, pleasure, power, love, expression, insight, or spirituality. And I want you to ask, how does my music help someone get more of those desires? Then become the answer. Fulfill those desires for them. Build your music content and offers to satisfy those cravings. And if you're still thinking that you need a bigger fan base before selling anything, I understand, but smart artists don't wait for the numbers. They speak directly to the desire, because desire is what writes the check in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So number 2 is this. You got to leverage 4 products. Hear me out. Now, when was the last time you bought some music?
What?
Most artists think that their music should be enough to make money, but the truth is music by itself isn't strong enough to make income on its own unless it's combined, watch this, with an additive product that the customer sees as valuable. Okay? That's what Spotify did, but I won't go into those weeds. When you lock in these products, people don't just listen, they attach themselves to it. And that's when they buy the vinyl, or they come to the shows, or they pay $100 for the bundle, for whatever bundle you got. Because it's no longer music for them, it's meaningful to them. There's sustenance there and they can feel it. So you need to pick one of these 4 types of products and then bake it into your music offerings. Check it out. Functional product. Does your music, merch, or content solve a problem? Number 2 is status product. Does it help fans feel cool, exclusive, or ahead of the pack? Number 3 is an educational product. Does it teach, inspire, or explain something that they value? And number 4 is an emotional product. Does it hit them in the heart and stay with them? Now, if you still think that you need to offer more music to make more money, you don't. You need to attach your art to something people already value and let the product leverage the heavy lifting. Follow me now. Let's recap for a second. So far, we've covered the 7 core human desires and 4 core products. But this next part is where a lot of you guys and your teams miss out, and that's in the conversion. And side note, if you need a strong business foundation to run your record label with, make sure you grab my 60-day record label system, complete with my funding partners to help you fund some of this merch that you're going to create. All right, now number 3 is you got to speak to the 1% and convert intentionally. So check this out. Now, why is it that most artists think they need a huge audience to make money? I mean, why is that? Because numbers lie. And if you don't know what to say or how to say it or who to say it to, 100,000 followers won't save you. The truth is you only need to convert the right 1%. You got to speak to them too. The game isn't about views, it's about conversion math. So I want you to apply this rule to everything. Check it out, and you can just visualize this. 100% of your following is just your following, okay? But then 5% of that following is active. And then 1% is the converted audience. Now, out of 200 followers, check this out, 160 of those followers are browsers. 39 of those followers are supporters, and we can make some money with them. But 1, that's your real fan, and that's who we want to speak to. That's who you build for. That's who pays you. So here's how to focus your content and your offers. Browsers, you allow them to sample. You know how to do that. Supporters, you want to educate them, include them, and guide them through stuff. Fans, you want to build offers, access, and emotional value just for them. And everybody else can get to see that, and then they feel like they're missing out. Now, once you stop chasing the crowd and start building for the committed fans, your income will go up, even if your follower count is small. This is how smart artists make small numbers pay, like big numbers. Now, if you still think you need to blow up first before you sell something, the smartest artists, again, they get paid before the spotlight will hit them because they know how to speak to the people who are already listening. That's a big difference in speaking to everybody versus the people who are listening. So here's what you can do. Target the desire, leverage the 4 products, and speak to the fan base differently in segments, or speak to each segment differently. The goal is to truly understand what a fan base is and the types of people it contains. The real question isn't should you do this, it's really how much longer can you afford not to. Now, if you need help with devising a strategy, join our group strategy calls every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time inside of the Music Money Makers community. Click below to join today. But is this easy? No, it's not. This will take you some time to do and learn, but if you learn how to create for these people, you can do this. It is 100% worth it because you can use these skills anywhere and everywhere. But just know the cost of staying stuck will add up fast. You'll keep wasting energy on content, merch, and music that never converts. And that feeling that, you're meant for more, it won't go away. It'll just get heavier, I promise you. So you either want to build a strategy now, or you're going to keep hoping for change while repeating the same mistakes. Because at the end of the day, if you've been struggling with releasing music with no direction or return, or trying to serve everyone instead of targeting the people who actually buy, or just thinking that you need to blow up before you make money, you don't. You now have the system and the blueprint to flip the game before the spotlight hits you. You have the structure to make money with your music on purpose. You have the tools to become the strategic, intentional, full-time artist you've always wanted to be. Music Money Makers, if you make music, you should always make money. Log on to musicmoneymakeover.com, grab the 60-day record label system complete with funding, join the Music Money Makers community, grab the free stuff, and watch this video right here, this next video right here to save your career. And I'll see you next time. Peace.